Hi everyone, it's John Mitchell, and in today's video we're going to go through the different management styles that are listed in our study design. So a management style is referring to the type of behavior and attitude of a manager when they're doing things like making decisions and also communicating with their employees. Now there's 5 key management styles that we need to look at that are in our study design, and we're going to look at each one individually. So the first one is the autocratic management style. This is where the manager tells the staff what decisions have actually been made. So there's some common characteristics in terms of, well, the manager makes decisions without any employee input, and we call that centralized decision making. Also one-way communication in terms of the manager is the only one communicating to the employee. They're not seeking feedback from the employees. They're just making decisions and communicating clearly and directly to the employees. As a result of that, there's really clear communication, direct communication, so that the employee understands fully exactly what they need to do, but they don't know why a decision's been made and they don't have any involvement in decision making. So with the autocratic style, well, with all of these styles, I should say, we need to go through the strengths and weaknesses, or the benefits and limitations of each one. So the benefit of using an autocratic style is that there's very fast decisions made because there's no discussion being had. There's only one person making the decisions and reporting that directly to the employees. As I mentioned earlier, there's clear direction given to the employees, so the employee knows exactly what they need to do. So that's really clear. And also, the employees are very clear of their role within the business because they know that, all right, they're not involved in decision making. They are just doing the work that the manager tells them to do that. However, there's some issues associated with using an autocratic management style. So ideas are not encouraged, which can result in low morale. What I mean by that is that the ideas are not encouraged from the employees. It's just the manager saying, well, I make the decisions and I'll pass on that information in terms of what you need to do. Employee development is lacking because they're not involved in decision making or even understanding why a decision has been made. They're just being told what to do. Therefore, there's no real development in terms of their skills and abilities. And also, it can harm relationships between management and employees because there's no real two-way communication that's involved. It's just one way being told what decision has been made. And also, because there's only one person making decisions and decisions are not discussed or feedback's not sought from the employees, there's a smaller pool of ideas. They're only really using the ideas of the manager that's making the decision. Now, in our study design, it outlines that we need to know when each management style is best to use in terms of 4 key areas. One is manager preference, which is just looking at, well, what are the skills and abilities of the manager in terms of what they prefer to use, so the personal traits of the manager. The others are time, employee experience, and nature of the task, which we're going to look at more specifically with each one of these management styles. So in terms of when the autocratic style is best, in terms of time, well, it's best when decisions need to be made quickly and time is lacking because the decisions are made very fast. Also, the employee experience can be really positive. It can be a good one to use if the employees lack experience and knowledge and therefore may feel uncomfortable at putting forward ideas. So it's best to rely on the skills and experience of the manager. And it can be very good when there's very simple tasks. So not complex and problem solving, but just really simple tasks so that the employees can be told exactly what they need to do. Now, the persuasive management style is a little bit similar to the autocratic style. So the manager makes the decisions and then sells the decision to staff. So what they're trying to do is convince the employees of why a decision has been made. So in terms of the key characteristics, well, the manager makes decisions, again, without any employee input, so uses centralized decision making and also one-way communication, so that it's still the manager just communicating with the employees. They are still not seeking feedback from the employees. However, the difference between this style and the autocratic style is that more information is given to the employees. And as a result of that, the employee understands why a decision has been made. Now, again, if we look at the strengths and weaknesses, with the persuasive style, there's fast decisions made because only the manager is making decisions and they're not discussing with the employees. However, now the manager can also gain support by providing more information to the employees about why a decision has been made. So the employee may be likely to support the idea if they actually understand why a decision has been made. The employees also can feel more valued because of that information. So it can help build a stronger relationship with the manager because there's more communication actually involved. And also, the instructions are very clear to the employees. However, once again, there's no employee input, so therefore that can, lack a smaller pool of ideas and also hurt the job satisfaction because the employees are not involved in decision making, and also employees can become really frustrated if their ideas are not heard, which is really similar to the autocratic style. So if we look at when a persuasive is best, it's very similar to the autocratic in terms of time, that when decisions need to be made quickly, employees lack experience and knowledge, and again with very simple tasks. So that it's just that very similar to the autocratic, it's just that now there's more information provided to the employees about why a decision has been made. So what we're going to do is split the management styles into two separate videos. Today we've looked at the autocratic and persuasive styles. So just to recap, the autocratic tells the employees, has centralized decision making and one-way communication, which is very similar to the persuasive style, except instead of telling the employees, it's trying to sell or convince the employees on the decision because more information is provided. But again, still centralized decision making and one-way communication. So for questions, activities, and to find out more about our second exam preparation lectures, then come on over to teachingbubble.com.